This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 774. Oops, they dropped it. Enjoy. Starting off here, we have the Everlight campsite. You can see the depth of field effect again, and you can also see the swamp area from the My Rec Quest series as well, the Mire Ditch, as it's called. So that's there. And we, of course, remember hearing all about the ice scene back then, and then we got this shot here. And I guess this is taken from the path leading up south of the Araxi Cave, that if you were to go into free camera mode, you could actually potentially see the Everlight Lighthouse, which isn't something I have done yet, and perhaps I should, because, oh my god.
Oh, I actually love how they made that path completely accessible from the north.
Yeah.
Like, you can walk all the way down that now. That's really neat.
And you can also access it from Berg de Rot through the south as well if you wanted to.
That's actually the first thing I did when archaeology launched. I got the medallion and teleported there, took the boat over just to see this place. And you could actually explore it a decent bit before you unlock it.
Yeah, and this is actually a fun little fact. The medallion, you can actually use that medallion to teleport from the Everlight site to the Barrows and all the other things on there, on that teleport medallion, and it won't use a charge. And this is actually really good.
In the region.
It counts as if you're in the region, and this is really good for gathering Silthril and Ceradomin stars.
Noted.
Because that's where the primary cache site is for Silthril and Ceradomin stars, is at the Barrows. So just keep that in mind, everyone, that Everlight has this neat little thing going around where you can teleport freely. Then we have a top-down view of the Everlight Acropolis, and, all this stuff is modeled on ancient Greek mythology, and, even the naming is such, and that's, what we get in the Icene history as well. And it's also worth noting that I'm not at the level yet where that you're able to do this, but you are able to go underwater and into the Everlight Lighthouse. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
See, I haven't unlocked anything.
Must be at a later level.
See, aren't we?
Do you know what level that is?
I think it's like 107.
Oh my gosh.
See,
I'll watch it on YouTube.
Do this exact same thing again next time, Jagex. Just put this in a bottle and do it again.
Because it's so perfect from the design side to the art side to the implementation and the testing. Oh.
This area is everything I could have hoped it would have been.
Oh, yeah. It's why I think Everlight is possibly my favorite. You might convince me of that once we get to Stormguard, but yes.
I hate to admit it, but this is one of those areas that makes me wish we had even more draw distance.
Yeah, because
there's certain points where I wish you could just see the lighthouse.
Right, and if you're on Ultra, that might not even be enough.
And actually, I feel like that was one of the things that I was questioning with Everlight when we were seeing it in the early builds before it released, is it felt like the fog was really close in for what we've been experiencing recently with how they've been doing the graphics.
Right.
And it kind of was almost reminiscent of Holder and Skip in a way.
Huh.
But
okay.
I feel like the problem that I had with that is it really did a weird thing with the sense of size of the area.
Uh-huh.
And I was talking about this actually in the server a little bit after the update came out, but when Depth of Field actually launched, I feel like that actually helped a lot with this. It put a clear focus on assets that are in front of you. In particular, most distances when you're walking on the Everlight, that's the lighthouse. So I don't know. The Depth of Field update, I think, benefited Everlight a lot.
Yeah, and that's my sense of it too.
Yeah, and especially other areas that have that really closed-in fog. That's the kind of effect that really makes those areas feel nice and atmospheric, and not just we're...
And I mean, even look at this one here from the amphitheater. We're looking at the Everlight amphitheater screenshot on Alex's ArtStation, and you can see the lighthouse in the back blurred, skybox, and it just all works so nicely with the lighting and the glows. It's perfect.
Something else about Everlight that's really great too is the ground decoration is beautiful. There's a lot of little blue flowers on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
Then there's those little wisps of light as well falling from the lighthouse that go underwater. So,
and some of this ground decoration actually has, actual like geometry now.
Yeah, and, I'm betting that was third-party studio as well, right?
It looks really nice, though. I'm
Most
glad
of the stuff.
They're adding that in. But yeah, this environment looks really great.
All right.
I absolutely love Everlight.
Time to go underwater. Everlight Caves.
Oh, so this is what it looks like.
Once again, I think dark environments are really hard to do and hard to get right because they can be either too dark or they can look, fake in a way. But I think this is the right balance here, especially when you look at the lighting and the depth of field effect, even having a roll underground with this. So I haven't been there yet, so this is my first look at it.
Yeah, I can't wait to eventually get here. This looks nice.
More of the caves and,
So if this is underwater, okay, that's not underwater.
Underground, sorry.
Okay. I was going to say, how is there water underwater?
Right. Then the lower level of Everlight, obviously, getting into the lighthouse.
It's beautiful.
Perfect. Here's the underwater sets right here.
That is gorgeous. Wow. That's the first time I've seen this.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not at the archaeology level yet to unlock this, but it's all here.
Isn't it?
I think it's 107. Don't quote me on that. I know it's high.
So much depth to this.
Well, I have the motivation to go for it now.
I know, me too. I was thinking of stopping of stopping at 81 after I got my farming relic.
That's one of the things I really like about this skill. Even just getting to see some of these locations is motivation to train it and get up there in the levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even gotten to see Stormguard for myself yet, and that's like the main thing pushing me to train it.
You can watch full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. You can also listen to audio versions of RSBANDB Update at update.rsbnb.com, and feel free to subscribe to our show and any number of podcast listeners out there at update.rsbnb.com/subscribe.